I think Danny from the Game Grumps put it best when he said,
Oh, I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
because I have no idea what to say to this. Okay, real quick. Hello, everybody. My name's Ultimus, and welcome to another film discussion. Because, well, this needed to be discussed about because of the potential, the potential loss and the almost frightening other potential that Disney might actually do. Depends on how you look at it. Okay, real quick to explain myself, as to why I'm getting so passionate about this. I like Kim Possible the series. Okay, if anyone knows what it is, you know what it is. It's a animated series that appeared on Disney channels or Disney's television channels. I think around the 2000s, early 2000s, late 2000s. It ended in the late 2000s, I believe. And it was, a decent series. A good series, honestly. I enjoyed it. I loved the characters, the episodes, certain little story things here and there. Really all depends on how you look at it. And I enjoyed all of it. I enjoyed a lot of it. But, this really doesn't really give me much confidence, / doesn't make me think, oh, this is something I definitely want to play or definitely want to watch. Because it really doesn't look that great. To explain a little bit further what this is, it's a live-action remake / adaptation of an existing product, because Disney hasn't done that to everything else yet. Seriously, Disney's doing this a lot, and now they're doing this to their animated series. I'm kind of scared to see what else happens, and that's something I do want to talk about, but at the very end of the video. But for now, yeah, this really doesn't really bode well for much of anyone, really, because it doesn't look good, and it doesn't look great either. So, there's that. To explain a little bit further to anyone who doesn't know, Disney Channel original movies are just basically TV movies that Disney sometimes makes for their channel on television, which is, Disney Channel. And, by the way, this also came up on the Disney Channel YouTube channel, so, there's a lot of channels there. But anyway, Disney Channel original movies usually are just, live action, somewhat animated, depending on which ones. It depends. But usually the live action ones are usually just low budget-esque, sometimes cheesy, sometimes terrible movies based on some ideas. There's some that are just kind of interesting in concept, but, terribly executed / not that greatly made. And maybe it's because of the actors, maybe it's because of the low budget sort of look to it. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I'm a sucker for a couple of these original movies, such as The Luck of the Irish, Phantom of the Megaplex, and also I think Halloween Town counts as those, as the whole Disney Channel original movies, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So some of these I think are either good, decent, or I have a soft spot for some of them. So it depends on who exactly you ask about some of these movies, because some people grew up on, some people didn't. I grew up on a few original movies, but I will admit, others I just either didn't care about, I thought were kind of dumb, and nowadays, as an adult, I can say, yeah, they weren't that great. So, there's that issue. So, the Disney Channel original movies never have that great of a reputation / that great of an actual presence in, media itself. On channels themselves. So that's going to be a very big issue in and of itself. To try to get this, actually get going. But I'm not sure what else to say other than just, wow, this is something they're planning to do, which is not going to be good because, let me just show an image real quick. This is the like-dislike ratio of the actual Disney Channel movie. Live action Kim Possible trailer that came out that I found. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. It really looks not good for, that movie. Even though, likes and dislikes don't really do anything anymore on Disney. No, not on YouTube. But still, this is almost, trying to rival, a lot of other, trailers that came out with that type of disbar ratio. It's completely extreme. Because that'd be, extremely that's extremely bad, honestly. YouTube Rewind sort of has a worser bar dislike ratio, I believe. And trust me, I don't think it's close to as bad as that, but it's almost getting there to a degree. So the visceral reaction to Kim Possible, the live-action movie, has gotten really, really intense. Because, by God, did it really get, like, really, really, really out there, by God. Man, it just feels like when you look at the actual dislike ratio, it should really tell you, yeah, not that many people want this to happen. And the comment section really doesn't, like, showcase that either. So, yeah, I'm not the only one who doesn't like this, but I'm one of the only few people who think it doesn't look too bad. It's just, it's not good. Okay, let me give off my opinion of the actual trailer, because, like, I did do a reaction to this, but, I'm not showing it because there's nothing. It's literally just me like, sitting in my chair looking at this, like, what the hell did I just watch? And just staring at it blankly. So, you know, I didn't really have a reaction. I was shocked by it, so I might as well give my genuine thoughts right now. It doesn't look terrible. It just doesn't look good either. It looks mediocre at best, and you know what? I kind of expect that from a Disney Channel original movie. And I'm guessing it's because the effects look alright, but a lot of the time, a lot of the fight sequences look stiff. A lot of the acting it's alright. Overall, it just seems mediocre at best. But it's not something I wanted to see, / I don't think a lot of people wanted to see this either. So you know what? I'm not saying, like, the idea and concept wouldn't have worked. In all honesty, if they made this, like, a big budget movie like they did with Lion King, Jungle Book, all this other stuff, I think it could have looked cool, but unfortunately it wouldn't have been, like, great either. Like, the concept and idea really doesn't stick well, and especially the dislike bar should definitely tell you how people feel about that concept. But overall, I just don't really care for it, and I really, really don't think they should have done this. But they're doing it. They're doing it. By God, they're doing it. But that's also something else I did want to bring up. You know, the actual, like, potential. That was the potential that could have been, that was lost on this movie that I was talking about before. You know, the whole potential of it being a very big budget movie could have made it at least, you know, a spectacle to see. But unfortunately, it didn't, so they decided not to do that. But what about the other thing I was talking about, the actual potential that's more scary? Well, you see, this kind of leads into something else that could be even worse, considering that they're doing this already. Well, they're sort of doing this already with their animated films. As everyone should know, Disney has been remaking their animated television, well, you know, animated films that came out in theaters. Lion King, Jungle Book, Aladdin, freaking Beauty and the Beast. I think, oh yeah, right, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, all these other animated films that they made into, what do you call it? All these animated films that were once either great or big named movies now have gotten have gotten a remake of their particular stories and stuff like that, except they're either live action or completely CG or a mix of the two. So, yeah, these types of movies are called the live Disney, as I like to call them, the live Disney remakes. Not live action, because, you know, the Jungle Book, no, the Jungle Book. The Lion King isn't fully live action. It's a CG movie, so it's a computer animated movie. But still, I consider it live because they're trying to make it look so realistic and in environment. I'm not saying it's live action, I'm just saying it tries to be more alive, even though it's CG, so it doesn't really look that alive. Anyway, the point is that with this type of movie that's coming out, especially with all those other movies coming out as well, this one coming onto the Disney Channel itself as a, you know, TV movie, I feel as if they might do this for all their other, you know, television animated series. They might make a Phineas and Ferb live action movie, by God. Branding Mr. Whiskers live action movie. Jake Long, American Dragon Jake Long animated, you know, well, not animated, just live action movie of American Dragon Jake Long. Like, there's these other shows that Disney Channel has that are actually good and pretty interesting, but having them turn into, like, possibly turn into like a low-budget TV movie series, TV movie itself, just for the sake of, oh, we can make a live-action movie of these shows and get people to, watch them because nostalgia, which is not great. So, that's the scary potential that could happen that I'm afraid of, which is why I'm discussing it. Hopefully they realize that, oh, it didn't really do too well, or it's not going to do too well, and maybe some people will be like, nah, this was a terrible idea. Hopefully they never do that. Well, that's hoping. And I know, like, the Disney Channel itself doesn't work like a movie in which, it rakes in money, well, not directly, in order to do this. It requires like ratings in order to determine how it does. Hopefully it doesn't do well in that, just because, like, I don't really think this type of thing should happen, and maybe they shouldn't do this. But I will say one other thing, just like as a secondary ending quote thing, just to say. Don't blame any of the actors who are involved in this. I definitely think I should state that. Because of how visceral the dislike ratio is in certain comments, I do suggest, like, blaming mainly Disney for this, but not blaming the actors involved with this, because I really don't think they deserve this type of hate or dislike towards them, because I don't think they're like, oh, they were the ones who came up with this idea and said, oh, let's do a live-action Kim Possible movie sort of thing. Because, like, I know for, like, certain cases with how visceral certain fans are, they might blame the actors, maybe the director, maybe the producer. I think the producer may be the one that, like, came up with this idea, whatever. But I'm not saying that's true or not, I'm just confused. But I don't think you really should blame, like, the actors involved in this, because again, they're in a TV movie, it's low budget, it's not their fault that they were cast for this. And it's not their fault that Disney made this live-action movie. So that's something I do want to mention, because, oh my god, like, it could get really, really, really ugly with how this whole situation could go down. Like, the aftermath of it. So keep that in mind as everything sort of comes into play. Overall, though, I'm just not, like, looking forward to this movie, and I won't watch it because, out of principle, I'm not watching it. And also, I don't think I can watch it, actually. It's on a satellite television channel that I can't have access to anymore. I'm mainly on the internet now, so, So there's that. Also, as a secondary closing thing for, as the other second closing thing I wanted to talk about or just do, I'm going to be showcasing a quick little montage video of me reacting to some of the comments that I've read going down in the listing. You'll see what I mean as soon as we get there, but this is basically just me reacting to a couple of the comments here, and I guess I'll just end off the video here. So, at the end of it all, it'll just have an ending thing there, so, enjoy me laughing myself silly at a couple of these comments, at least a couple. So, yeah, this is mainly just to be like a positive note, to end off with a laugh of sorts, because, oh boy, I kind of need a laugh, because this movie didn't really make me feel that great, and it kind of filled me with a sense of dread to some degree. So enjoy me reacting to some comments from the Kim Possible live-action trailer. So here it is. YouTube Rewind is the worst video ever made. Disney, hold my beer. That's kind of true. That's very much true, honestly, considering. Why didn't they make a cartoon movie instead of a live-action movie? Would have been worth the money. They already did with this series. Like, Kim Possible had either multiple ones, or at least had, like, a couple of ones. Or at least had one that was more interesting than this, which was a time travel, like, plot. Very funny. Very funny. Show us the actual reboot. This isn't really a reboot, it's just a live-action adaptation movie of Kim Possible. Hopefully it doesn't become a series. That's one thing I'm hoping for. Because, like, Disney Channel can sometimes do that, where it's like, oh, we're introducing a movie, if it does well enough, oh, we're gonna make a series out of it. Well, I know some others do that, so there you go. Anyway, oh lord, I have some bad news for you. Trust me, we all got the bad news. Bro, wear her cargo pants. She's literally wearing Lululemon leggings. What the fuck? I will admit, yeah, the design of Kim in this one is not that great, and I think cargo pants would have actually worked for her in here, honestly. Who am I? Me, an intellectual? A disappointment. Again, I don't think this is the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not great. It's literally just mediocre at best, and it's not going to do... I think it's not going to be, like, amazing, so it doesn't look great. So, you know, there you go. Wow, what a nice fan film. Now, where's the real one? Because this looks like a joke with a $10 budget. In all honesty, it kind of does. The video tortures, and this video tortures and kills what's left of my childhood. Like, I wouldn't go that far, but I understand why everyone doesn't like it. Coming to you soon. No thanks. Is this trying to compete against YouTube Rewind 2018? I don't think so. It wasn't trying to. But it sure really tries to. I think the title should be Kim Terrible. Well, somebody tell Disney this ain't it. Looks low budget and cheesy. Well, to be fair, actually no. Kim Possible is actually kind of smartly written, actually kind of, you know, fun in certain places. So, yeah. But you know what? Low budget and cheesy. That should be the title, like, what do you call it, card for a lot of Disney Channel original movies. I'm Kim Possible. This ain't it, Chief. Oh god, that one got me. Oh man. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end off the comment reading there. Well, I hope you enjoyed me laughing myself stupid for a couple of minutes. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and tell me what you think about this whole thing, because I really don't like it. I don't think it's good. If you think it's great, okay, whatever. But I'm not gonna watch it, so maybe there's some other stuff that I could do. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good day, and hopefully you guys have a better tomorrow, I guess. See y'all next time for the next video. Until then, sayonara, bots. Take care.